Hi, Soul Family. I'm doing a different type of reading today. So what I want to do is I need this to be open so you guys can see what's down here. And I'm going to ask for, what we're going to do, we'll work with my bracelets, okay? And this is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm probably going to have part 1 and part 2 because it's going to take way too much time, I think, to get it on one video. So I want you to choose your items. One will be this bracelet, right? Can you see it there? Little balls of love, little superpower. They look like molecules of water and love. I like that. So there's one. Another is going to be the amethyst one. And this is the one that has the yin and the yang, the feather, the dragonfly to tell you to hold on to your dreams. If a dragon means something to you, the divine masculine or the sun, the golden chalice, the silver chalice. So there's that side. Now notice I'm putting them from this side to that side, okay? And then we have, again, rose quartz. This one has a dragonfly, it's got seashells, and it's got rough and beads of rose quartz. So there's that. And then we'll have the amethyst. This is just the natural raw amethyst, but it's also got interspersed in between it. It's got little hematite hearts, protective hearts, okay? So those are the 4 items. Now, how we're gonna do this is this is about the person in your life, whoever it is that you are asking about. It'll be this side and this side. And sometimes the energy will exchange or interchange. So we're going to start, and I'm going to use a bunch of different decks. Let me get this back here a little bit so I can open up my cards. I'm going to use a bunch of different decks. So you look and ask your higher self, which works for me? Or who am I thinking about when I look at these particular ones? And let me choose for myself. So all right, so what I'm looking at is this is the male side, and this is the female side, this is the male side, okay? You may want to do it according to something different, but that's what I'm choosing. Okay, I just want to get one more deck that I have. It was in a different location than here. So, all right. All right, so I'm getting a message right now that some people's friends might be interfering in relationships and causing confusion. So it's about trusting what your own heart is saying, trusting what you're feeling yourself. Okay, so let me put them to the sides so they're out of our way, and we're going to begin. We're going to use a bunch of different messages. So for those who chose the water molecules, the love bombs, we'll get a message for that. Correct for neutrality. So it's going to show us what's going on with this person. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Okay. So this one has an illusion of feeling trapped. This is the 8 of air. A lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action, but it came out in the reverse. So I would say they are not afraid to take action. They might have an illusion of feeling trapped, however, as still, or perhaps they're not moving in the right way. As you can see, there's one moving forward, away from the group. So this one could be feeling like they're being ganged up on. They could feel like they're alone in a crowd. They could feel like they're restricted. Self-doubt. They know what to do, but maybe they can't seem to work up the courage to do it. Okay? And on the other side, no, we're gonna just work with this. We're just working with this for now. So that's on one side. Now let's see what's happening on the other side. So they know what they want to do, but they can't seem to work up the courage in order to do it. So on the other side, so as I said, this is going to be your item, and you're going to have a male side or a female side, right? And you're going to decide which it is. It could be male to male, female to female, whatever it is for you. You will know. You choose your side according to how it feels. Whoa, 2. 1 went flying. Okay. So this one came up in the upright, and this one came up in the reverse. So what we get from this is 1, 3 of Pentacles. So this is about money, and it's about, in the upright, it would be about being a team player. This is kind of too far away, isn't it? I wonder if I could get this in a way where you guys are able to see it a little bit better than this. I'll let you look at it up close if you can see here. So this is in the upright, but it came out in reverse. So right now, if they're doing well here with creativity, they're being recognized for their quality work, but in reverse, it's the opposite of this. They're overwhelmed. They are feeling like they're not able to either make what they want to come to realization, or they're not being recognized for that. They feel like maybe what they're doing isn't good enough. It's their own, they have negative thinking in regards to this, and yet this comes out. I think that this is the reality of it, because what comes out is the King, and it comes out in the upright. So this is somebody who is actually very good at what they're doing. This is somebody who is confident. They're responsible. They're practical. They're solid. They're actually quite solid, and there's success around them. They do have opportunities. Perhaps they're afraid to move on the opportunities. They've got the ability to turn things into gold. So there's like a conflict, right, within their own heads, because they're seeing things one way when in fact they are the exact opposite. Okay? So then let's ask what is this? The answer is simple. Let's see what this has to say for these two. So on one side, you're very capable, but you don't actually see how capable you are, and that you do have the ability to move everything in to the way that you want it to go. And on this side, this one is definitely afraid to move forward, unable, doesn't understand how to make things work, stuck in a place of absolute negative thinking. So if you're in a relationship, it feels as though this energy is leaching into this energy, right? Making this energy go upside down, when in all reality they're actually quite capable. So if this one here that is kind of vacillating would hold a very positive attitude, hold positive energy, say positive affirmations, they would be able to help this one turn it around. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so ask, and the answer is simple. So this one is a rebel, or is seen as a rebel. And there's somebody up there that's saying, traffic jam, stop. This one just wants to be their own wild self. Or maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why things aren't going very well for them, because they're being rebellious. Interesting. Somebody's up there telling them they're cautioning them. You're fooling around here. You're fooling around here. You're acting like a big badass, but you're actually not proceeding. You're proceeding like a child. Maybe this is exactly what's going on here in this situation. Maybe this is someone's child that's irresponsible, right? And that's why things are going haywire. And somebody's cautioning them. Look, you're being a rebel here, and you're being cautioned to slow down. You're going to hurt yourself, right? There's love all around these wheels, and you actually are coming from a place of love, but you're pretending to be something that you're not. And on this side, just laugh. So this is very helpful for this situation, right? Like, what did we say? This energy is being turned around by this energy over here. but they have the ability to find the balance. And what's the way to do this? Having a good laugh, enjoying themselves, lift your energy. Positive energy is going to help uplift the situation so that it'll bring you back into a sense of balance. Or perhaps you're in a situation with this other side and it's causing you to be off balance. So then pull away, focus on the childlike attitude. Or if you're dealing with a rebellious child or somebody with that energy, instead of having this energy, maybe play with them. Enjoy. This could be an adult as well, right? Instead of trying to be a big badass, why don't you get down on the level of let's have a good time? Okay. So then we're going to go one more each, and then I'm going to move on because this is going to take quite a while. For this side, this is amazing. So things have been rough, right? Maybe I'm getting a different message right now. This one, it's been upside down. Maybe they've been accused of being rebellious, right? You're not handling yourself responsibly. You're acting like a kid, and we want you to be serious here. It could be that situation. But what's going on here is everything is about to blow sky high in a fantastic way. This is telling you that no matter how difficult things have been upside down for me, right? It doesn't matter what I do. I'm accused of either being a rebel, I'm accused of being a child, I'm constantly being stopped when I'm trying to move forward. It could be this, right? Well, this message is saying that no matter how difficult it's been, no matter how many are against you, right? Because look at this situation. This one's trying to get away from this squad of people that are after them, right? No matter how difficult it is, no matter how many it seems to be that are against you, you have the trump card. You're going to win. This is something that you can't control. This is divine intervention stepping in. This is a ride of a lifetime. This means that you hold the card that trumps all cards. Fantastic. I like that. That's freaking awesome. This side. See how the message changes when you get another message inside of it? Whoa! This is amazing. Okay, so it's been difficult, right? You've been having a difficult time trying to balance yourself. You know you've got the ability, but you doubt yourself. The Spirit says things might have slowed down because you've been working too hard. You've been putting too much thought into it, too much work into it, too much effort into it, and you need to relax. Enjoy yourself. You've been working so hard that Spirit might have slowed things down for you because you need this for your soul. And whatever it is that you have been asking for, it's on its way to you. If it's not in front of you right now, it soon will be. Right on. All right. So then we ask for a couple of little messages from my decks. Okay, that one. This one, you are a natural leader. I think this is awesome because look, you've been accused of being a rebel, right? People tried to slow you down. You've come, maybe they said, like I said, you're acting like a child, you're foolish, you're rebellious, you need to do things in the way that we want them to be done, right? They've all been against you and made you feel pretty rotten about yourself. Slowing you down. Spirit says, hell no, everything's about to flip around. And you are a natural leader. You go. You be your little rebellious self. I freaking love that. Song right now, I'm sorry that I let you down. I'm sorry that I let you down. This is the one standing there. No, you can't go through. You're being ridiculous. You're going against what you're supposed to do. And this one's saying, I'm sorry that I let you down. This one's having a conversation with a parent that says that you're being ridiculous, right? But Spirit says something different. It doesn't matter what all these people say. It doesn't matter because everything is about to flip for you and you are not being rebellious. You are a natural leader. I like that. I like you. I wish that I could say I'm loud. I'm proud. All these voices in my head get loud. So you know what's going on for me in this situation is this is somebody who's actually listening to their inner child. This is somebody that's connecting on a different level than these ones understand. I'm sorry that I let you down. The voices in my head get loud. But you know what? And then they sit down and they're on the couch, and this one has told this one that they're no good, told them that they're stupid, told them so many negative things about themselves, that this one is just like, you know what? This is how you see me, but that's not how I see myself, and that's not how the universe sees me. And I'm sorry that I let you down, but we're not going to sit here and have this discussion. I'm leaving. You can put away your caution sign. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Whoa, that one fell out. Celebrate your body and enjoy your senses. So you're finding your balance. What was meant for you is about to come to you, and maybe you're having a little bit of issues about your body, about your age. Maybe you're feeling like, you know, oh, I don't know, maybe you're critiquing yourself a little bit too much. But Spirit says celebrate your body. Tell your body you're proud of it. I love you. Be grateful for what you have. And what you have been asking for is on its way to you. Enjoy. I love this. This is freaking awesome. See, this one is saying, I packed all my clothes and I'm leaving. Every time I sit on this couch, you tell me what I've done wrong. And eventually, I guess we could have made things work out. But, I'm not sitting here having this discussion. I'm not going to talk about the good times that we never had, because we didn't have them. I must have missed that joke. To you, I've been a joke, but I must have missed that one. That wasn't funny for me. Sorry that I let you down. So it's coming from like a sense of defeat, but also sarcasm, kind of like, hey, I can't win with you, so I'll be on my way. And you're telling me there's something wrong with me because of what I'm hearing in my head when I'm actually following what is in my highest good. So we put that one back on. All right. So now we're going to go to the rose quartz. Let's go to the other side. We'll go to the amethyst with all of the charms. The amethyst that has all of the charm. This one is the magician. Okay. So we'll start with, where are you at? One side and the other side, right? Song right now. This is the story of new money, suit and tie. Ooh, grab your passport. I can make this good, guys. I can hang for the weekend, right? And everything went down. Everything went sideways. New money, suit and tie. You were a mark. Wow. Okay, on one side, you've got the 6 of air. On one side, someone's packing up and moving on. Things are looking up for you, whatever it has been, whatever emotional issues or whatever situations that you've been dealing with, because this is air, right? Words, logical. And you're moving from the difficult stuff towards the positive. It's time to travel. It's time for a journey. You've had it. It's been very, very difficult. So it's time to take a break, or maybe like the other person, you're just ready to move on to something different. This could be a literal travel, a trip, or this could be moving over your emotional waters, okay? 6 also represents victory. It also represents nostalgia. It also represents, don't be so focused on all the happenings in the material world. Keep your thoughts more focused to spirit, and everything you need will be brought to you. And on the other side, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Earth. So uncertain employment, fears around money, and it's in the upright. Do you work for yourself? Are you trying to do it all yourself? This is saying that maybe you could accept some help. You could have losses at this time, financial losses at this time. So this is a good time to call upon spirit for help. Ask for help, and then take cues from the thoughts that you have, the dreams that you have, the things that pop into your head, conversations, songs, whatever it is, the guidance that comes to you. Take thoughts of those as messages from the universe and follow those guidance steps. Oh no, we're not doing this one again. Okay, hold on. Next one. So then we're going to go to asking it as given. So on one side, somebody's got, they're having a difficult time with self-employment, or they're struggling a little bit here, and they need to accept help. And on this side, this one had that same situation, but they're ready to move forward. Things are moving up. Things are looking up for them as well. And what did I say? This one is the magician, which means we have all of the tools, all of these tools that are hanging on here. We've got the ancestors, guidance. We've got the sun, the divine masculine, which is forward movement, also our father. We've got the silver chalice, the silver spirit energy and words and wisdom that they want to pour out to us. We've got the dragon energy. We've got harmony. We've got everything that we need. We've got, with the amethyst, we've got protection. We've got peace, calming energy. We've got everything we need, magician, light worker, in order to move forward. And so this one says, yeah, let's do it. We're moving forward. Moving away from difficult times, moving into more positive times, taking time off, maybe going on a bit of a retreat. This side. Reclaim your art. So when you move away, are you moving away from something that wasn't working in your highest good? Were you doing something that really wasn't your thing? Because there's something up there that you've put up on a shelf. And Spirit says, we want you to take that down, dust that off, and play that again. Interesting, I get in my head right now, I'm tired of being played like a violin. Did you put someone up on a shelf? Set them aside while you were doing something different, and now you've realized, I'm reaching for what matters to me. Or maybe that's what you're meant to do, because you're being advised to reclaim your art. Reclaim what matters to you. The number 7. You're on the right path in order to do this, right? I've been cleaning house. All this stuff. Look at the broom here, sweeping stuff up. I've got all kinds of stuff around. The house is clean, and look at that. Something or someone that mattered a lot to me. It was precious. I put it away. You know how you put things away that matter to you, or things that you know that you're going to need? You put it in a special place, and then you forget where you put it? Have you forgotten what matters most to you? Reach for it. 7 says you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations. On this side, it's time to blow off some steam. Are you pissed off? Or are you just ready to you're stifled, bored, and stuck, and you're ready to just blow? Because this to me looks like celebration, right? Because here on this side, I've been struggling, I've been working, I've not been doing very well. So blow off some steam. Ask for some support from Spirit. Ask for support from the universe in whatever way it comes, and then allow yourself to go out and have some fun and blow off some steam. This also looks like a trip. It also talks about destiny, the train of destiny, right? It's not often that a train jumps its track. It takes a lot. And you see this little bunny running right here? Giant leaps forward. Song right now. Are you ready for the latest? Are you ready for the sequel? Something good is on its way. Okay. So then we go to the Divine Circus. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This side, Supernova. Okay, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. Because here, you're moving away from what wasn't working, right? It wasn't working. In difficult times, you're moving out of that area. You're reaching now again for what matters to you. And Supernova says that there's something inside of you. Your soul is bursting, ready to explode. You're ready to take off like a rocket. There's something inside of you that wants to be expressed, that wants to be handled, that wants to be done, that wants your attention, and you're going to be known. It's going to be visible. Are you ready for the latest? Are you ready for the sequel? This one is ready to, I'm going to be the greatest. This is amazing. Supernova, you are a star. You are about to be reborn. Correct for neutrality on all, in the direction that you're meant to go. Gypsy, Columbine, interesting. I know who these are for these cards. So this one's not like anyone either. This one's got a mix mash of different. Can you see what she's wearing? Nothing really matches, right? That's her favorite top, that's her favorite skirt. She's putting it all together in the way that she likes. She's very different than other people. She's a gypsy. She doesn't follow the crowd. She doesn't follow the masses. She's pledging. To me, it looks like she's making a pledge to herself. She's putting her heart up. And to me, what I feel is that she's pledging to take care of herself. She's pledging to do what matters to her. She's letting go of social standards and past behaviors and patterns. She wants to be her own authentic self. And to some, it might look kind of strange. But she can't be happy unless she's free. She wants freedom. And she's coming with a message, and she wants you to let yourself off the hook. She wants you to say to yourself, forgive yourself, forget whatever happened. There's no more regrets, no more fear. What is it that would make you feel free? Song right now. A time when I saw everything that was good, but now you're the only one that I see as good. I'm trying to stand on my own 2 feet. This conversation isn't coming easily. I know it's getting late, so someone needs to speak up. What do you say we leave this place? These two are going somewhere, right? Go out and dance. Go out and be wild. Go out and be that rebel that other people think is weird and strange. Be your own true authentic self. Allow your free gypsy soul to dance. I love that. Into the mystic. All right. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I wanted to talk to you about yesterday, the reading yesterday, and I said, let me know what you think, and I got somebody that didn't like it. And that's okay. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. It just means thanks for your opinion. I take it into under advisement, but I'll do what feels right for me. And what I wanted to say was something came out differently. I got to bring it up the right words so I get this correct. So let me just get this. I called it something, and it was understood as something different. So the message was, I was going to be doing a reading, and it was going to be a different kind of reading. Let me find Beth, because Beth is the one who, here it is. Okay, so what I said was, fun new style reading for today coming right up. Who's mossing you? What can they do to fix it? What should you do about it, etc. So it was pointed out that I might have misspelled the word missing. Well, it's generally not a mistake when I say a word a certain way. Mossing is a word. I personally, as a human, thought I was writing, who's missing you? But Spirit had me write, who's mossing you? So mossing means to chill or to hang out, or to express that you're simply doing nothing, whether it be by yourself or with some friends, lounging around, not having a care, or waiting for something to happen. Brian, yo, Graham, what's up, man? What are you doing right now? Graham, nothing, man, just mossing it at home. Chilling out, waiting, lounging, sit. So Spirit knows what they're doing even if we don't catch on right away. So you might want to go back to the reading yesterday and find out it wasn't who's missing you. It could have been, but it also could be who's mossing you, who's chilling out with you. Who are you chilling out with? And when I said that, when you were looking at the different stones that were there were 2, and I kept saying, I didn't choose this one. I didn't choose this one. Well, I spoke of the Emperor. I said I didn't choose the Emperor, right? An Emperor, but an Emperor doesn't have to be, an Emperor is generally an Aries, and I am an Aries. So it basically said I didn't choose myself, which was true. I wasn't choosing myself, which isn't right. I should be choosing myself, right? The tiger in the cage would have been me. And I kept saying I didn't choose it. However, an Emperor doesn't necessarily just have to be an Aries. An Emperor rules over kings. An Emperor is accomplished. They are very stern. They can be arrogant. They like to control things. They're a big business person. They're the head. So when we talk about, that's why I say with the signs, you got to talk about not necessarily the zodiac signs, but what that emulates, right? So like this one, 6 of air, you might say this is somebody that would be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it also is somebody that represents intellect, words, or difficulty expressing words, right? So it's not specifically maybe what you thought. You might want to go back and listen to that reading. Okay, this one flipped out. So for this side, be you, the world needs you. Be you. The you that you put up on the shelf. Maybe that was you that was put up on the shelf, right? You were hanging out with this crew that you're moving away from now, and you've decided, I'm tired of being played like a violin. I'm going to dust myself off. I am a supernova, and I'm ready to shoot for the stars. And the world needs you. So the universe is saying, you're correct. Whoop, this one flew out. Be your own best friend. Wow. Absolutely. Don't worry about what other people think of you. You need to be your own best friend. It's time to blow off some steam. Maybe you need to say something. Maybe you need to stand up and say, you know what? This is who I am. And I like it. This is saying maybe you've been a little too stiff because now they're telling you to be wild. Let your wild side out. Be free. Go blow off some steam. Have some fun. Be wild and abandoned. Don't be stressing so much about work. Allow Spirit to come and support you. It's going to be okay. I'm going to ask for another in regards to that, since the situation about finances is on a concern of yours. I mean, Spirit has said you've got all the tools that you need. It has a lot to do with the fact that sometimes when we're trying so hard, we block ourselves. We become our own block, right? You realize, wow, when I looked at that, I looked in the mirror and I realized that I'm the one, I'm sitting here and I've got a negative attitude. So with that, it's causing this to come to me. So let's ask for, I'm just asking for this one. I want to ask for a positive affirmation for this one because they, I feel, have the wrong impression of themselves. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, 2 came out. That's nice. I love this. I love this. I direct my creative talents towards music, art, dance, writing, anything that gives me pleasure. I'm going to blow off some steam. I'm going to do something fun. I am learning to be more creative every day. So the dolphins know that in order to manifest, you need to play. All work and no play makes Jack a very dull boy, makes Jane a very dull girl, and your creativity is blocked. I think big and then I allow myself to accept even more good from life. I am a magnet for money. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. So you tell yourself that while you're splashing around in the lake. Right? Don't worry about it. Excellent. Excellent. Maybe we will do this all in one fell swoop because I'm moving along pretty quickly. I don't know how to title this reading. But I don't, and I said yesterday, it's interesting when I asked what you guys thought of the reading, and it was the first time I got I don't like it. And I thought, that might be because it was a little bit, it was pointed towards specific signs, and I don't want to do that. So it's energy. These are energy readings. So this is today's energy reading. Their side and yours, okay? We'll call it that. All right, so now I'm putting this one back on. I like this. My right-hand man. I like these. My girlfriend Kimmy made me both of these. My girlfriend Kimmy from Canada, and I love them. So now we're going to go back again to love, to rose quartz, to the seashells, and the dragonfly. This could be a male energy with this, a man with this beautiful, loving energy. This dragonfly, this dreamer. Maybe lives near the beach or maybe needs to go to the beach, spend some time in the water. Okay, for that side, correct for neutrality on all levels. What are we at? We're at 32 minutes and 22 seconds. I thought I saw 22. So 222 is the last 3 numbers, and that means that everything is happening exactly as it is meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. So show me, Father, for the one on the left, the rose quartz. Remember yesterday that rose quartz, it was just chilling like a villain? That's who that represents to me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Justice in reverse. Something unjust has happened. Something unjust has taken place. Something unfair. Maybe you feel something unjust has taken place in your life. And you know what? It has. It could also show you that at this time, something that you were hoping to come about is not about to happen the way you imagine it. And you may see that as unfair. But the universe knows what's in our highest good. It could be feeling like there could be just a delay, right? Because we've been in Mercury retrograde. We're just coming out of it. We still have 2 weeks of the shadow period. It could be something to do with a court case and it doesn't go in your favor. It could be that there's corruption around you. There's people that are being irresponsible. There's people that have behaved in a criminal manner. Whatever it is, fairness and justice is not occurring in this situation. Someone's being corrupt. It could be that you're on the wrong path and you're dealing with the wrong people. That's pretty much what I see. You're hanging with the wrong crowd, and so because of that, things aren't going the way they're meant to go. Or they're not, or maybe the ones that you're hanging with, there's going to be a problem there. Correct for neutrality for the one on this side. Wait, how did I pull that out? I pulled it out like that. So 10 of fire. So this is a lot of burden. Now it's in reverse, however. So the 10 of fire means you've been carrying a lot of weight. There's been a lot of weight upon you. It's been very, very challenging. You could have been actually not feeling well. There could be physical challenges, health challenges. There could be financial challenges. You've just been carrying the load. Maybe somebody in your life has had financial problems or physical health challenges, and because of that, you're the one that's been having to carry all of this weight. It could be that you're, now that's what, this is in the upright. We got it in reverse. So in reverse, you're fearful. You feel like, I can't handle this responsibility. You're running away from maybe your responsibilities. I'm not taking care of what it is, or I don't feel like I can handle all of this that's going on. And so what do? We ask Spirit to help us. What do I need to do to make this better? How can I help myself or the ones around me, right? Like, look what's going on here on this level right now. Unjust behavior, that's what came out first. Unjust behavior, things not being fair. And because of it might, and both, it could be the whole, it goes all the way across the board here. This is upside down. So criminal activity, court dealings going in the wrong direction. And maybe this is why, right? Because you weren't handling your responsibilities. You're running away from a responsibility. Is this something that has happened, and so you don't want to face up to it? You're running from it. Are you running because of something that happened? Are you running away from it? Take no offense. Okay, this is perfect. Because somebody behaved in a real shitty manner, right? This person going by in their carriage, here I am standing there. Instead of offering me a ride, you spit your wheel and spit mud all over me. You acted like you were better than me. You didn't help me when I was down. Where were you when I needed you? Going away in your little golden carriage, acting like everything mattered to you, like it didn't matter to me. This is saying, don't take offense of it. Don't carry it. This is their problem, not yours. They have to live with themselves. It wasn't fair. Spirit says, walk away from that. Don't hold that burden. Don't carry the burden of what they did to you. It's not hurting them, right? Look at them. They're gone. They're long gone. Is that what the problem was? It wasn't fair. Somebody took off. They splattered mud all over me, and then they took off in their golden carriage, acting like they were so perfect. So you're not a victim. Are you holding a grudge? Are you hell-bent on revenge because something was unjust? Is that what's going on here? Don't be offended so easily, Spirit is saying. Because if you react to the way they think of you or the way they treat you, and you're taking it on, you're affirming what they believe. And the fact is, no. So overlook the behaviors because they don't see you in your light. They don't even know their own light. So Spirit's saying, whatever it has happened in that situation, let it go. Release it. You're only harming yourself. And you're basically getting offended and getting all hurt because a part of you believes that of yourself. And that's not true. You are not afraid. Okay, so here it's been overwhelming, right? Too much. No, I don't know if I can handle this. But you are not afraid. Sometimes Spirit brings the Goliath into our life in order to bring the David inside of us out. You are not afraid. You're going to stand up to that because you are not alone. You see yourself standing there in front of this formidable ally. Formidable ally. That's interesting. Formidable ally. So you're seeing someone as an enemy when they're actually an ally. Wow. And the number 10, an ending of some sort, which also brings about a new beginning. So perhaps in this situation, someone that you saw previously as your enemy is now your ally. I got that from Spirit a couple of years ago in my dreams. You have turned an enemy into an ally. So don't you find that interesting? It could be that here you were thrown out, you had to go out there, and someone who was once seemed an enemy to you, you banded together somehow. Or maybe this one, someone that you don't even expect to come forward and help you, is about to help you. You're afraid right now, but you're not standing alone. So why don't, instead of you seeing this in front of you, this enemy, or whatever this is that you're afraid of, that you're not able to handle, say money problems, whatever it is, health challenges, instead of seeing that block in front of you, you see your angels standing in front of you. You see Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, and you realize there is nothing that this one can't handle. It might feel like a big load to you to carry, but this one can carry it just fine. I'm getting really emotional right now because I feel as though somebody that you thought was not your friend is actually your friend and is going to come and is going to take that weight off of your shoulders. To them, it's nothing. Allow someone to help you. Remember here, ask for help. Someone's coming. You are not a victim. You are not afraid. Your angels are bigger than any problem that can come your way. Stop fearing it and realize, you know what? No, I'm not afraid. That's just made up in my mind. Wow. Now this, as I'm saying this message, these messages, I'm looking at you and someone else, but this could be you and your shadow. It could be two aspects of yourself. The messages are coming really fast, so I'm going to have to listen to this later again myself so that I see what I'm being shown. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For this side, go fish. Interesting. The number is 9. The number 9 again is telling you that you've got everything you need in order to move forward. So there's no reason for you to procrastinate. So right now, there's something in front of you, but you don't see it. It's like it's hidden from you, hidden in plain sight. What you most want and what you most have been longing for. It's rising up from somewhere. It's interesting. My grandma and I used to play fish. Did you ever play the card game Fish? You put a card down and then grandma would say, and then they put it down and go fish. If you didn't have it, you'd go fish and you'd pick a new card, right? And then you'd play again. That was my grandma and I. It was our favorite game. It was a simple game. We used to play cards all the time. Song right now, I'm Bad in Love. So there's plenty of other fish in the sea. Look how many of them are around me. Right? Look at that. Didn't work out with this one. Didn't work out with that one. But there's another one. There's always another one. And every time it doesn't work out with someone, it gets you that much closer to what someone it's going to work out with. And this is a time when you say, thank God for unanswered prayers, right? But there's something in there that's trying to come out. It wants to be caught. It's practically jumping at you. Look at the fish jumping. Get me, pick me. I'm right here. I couldn't, if I jumped right into your basket, I couldn't be more obvious. Something might be surprising. It might be uncomfortable. Something that you feel that you've been lacking. You've been blocked in some way. How do you get things moving in the right direction? You go fish. You go figure it out. You throw your fish, you throw your hook into the water and you see what comes back out. So ask, what it is that I like? What is it that I want? How do I express myself? What makes me happy? You think about all the things that you like doing, right? So this person keeps saying, I'm bad in love. Well, if you keep saying that, you're going to keep bringing that towards you, aren't you? You're bypassing everything around you. So I know you're afraid that I'm going to walk away. So, okay, this one maybe has had a lot of fish in the sea and they have not been trustworthy. Yep, that's the message because I just rhymed. A lot of fish in the sea and they have not been trustworthy. That person that's talking is bad in love. And this one's nervous now because you've been around the block with these ones before and you've hurt me. And this person is saying, I know you don't trust me. I know that you think I'm going to run away when it gets stressful again. I've been bad in love, but give me an opportunity. But this one's wary, right? This one's been through a lot. This one's had a lot of challenges and they've had to carry them alone. And they have been hurt and they have been lied to and they have been misled. They don't trust well. They're trying to hide themselves. They're trying to protect themselves. Spirit says, we're protecting you. And somebody that you didn't know was your friend is your friend, and we're going to come help you out. I like that a lot. I could use that and I would accept that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Be sure that when you ask Spirit for something, when it comes, don't push it away. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sorry, that's this person, right? That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, that's this person. That's this person. This person that's been hurt, right? That's been unjustly dealt with. They're holding a grudge. Ancient history. This one's long gone. And now they don't trust anyone. That makes more sense. Kind of went with this too, but look at that. Okay, so for this side, that's interesting. They interchange. Well, They've got a common denominator in the center. Love. They've got a common denominator in the center. It could be this little dragonfly that lives at the beach. Correct for neutrality. Song right now, you'd be left in the dust unless I stuck by you. And that's what this one is saying, right? That's what they've done. They've left me in the dust. You're the sunflower. You could be everything unless I left you in the dust, unless I stuck by you. And that person's saying, why should I trust you? Why would I put my heart out on the line? That's all that's happened to me before. I don't trust you. On this side, this one that was afraid, this one that has been through all of these challenges, this one's got a side. I just said to somebody the other day, I don't know who it was I said, I saw you as a cheerleader, and everyone's looking at you, all eyes on you. Rah, rah, rah. Again, the number 10. Again, the number 10. 10, an ending of something, the beginning of something different. Something wild. Something maybe you weren't expecting. Like that friend that's going to show up out of nowhere. I've had it. I've had it with being afraid. I've had it with this struggle. I don't want any more doubt. I don't want any uncertainty. I don't want any more frustration. I've been struggling, and Spirit says it takes a lot to let go of that fear. We know how you feel. A lot of us have been going through this. I've been getting messages all day long. I'm going through a really, really difficult time with my money, my finances, my job. I'm scared shitless. Can you pray for me? And this one says ask for help, right? Pray. You have problems, you have stress, pray for Spirit's help. And look, they'll show up. And they may not show up the way you think they're going to show up. Today I had to take Sammy to the vet because I fear that he has heartworms. And you can't cure heartworms in a cat. I'm a bit afraid. But I took him in. And when we got there, we waited quite a while. We rushed, 40 minutes to get him there, and we waited, and then the guy came out and said, we don't have the test for that. And I'm like, oh my God. He goes, you're going to have to come back. Well, they don't come back for another month, and I'm worried about him, right? It's stressful. That's my baby. So he came back and he says, look, I want you to take this fecal test. And what it does is it tests all the different, what are they called? If you pick up a virus, not a virus, like say if a person goes to a third world country and they pick up a bug of some sort, it tests all of those different worms. So it might not be that Sammy has heartworms. It might be that he has another type of worm that's causing an infestation in his belly that's causing all of these symptoms. Because I did get in Spirit, the person that represents my Sammy in the physical has been misdiagnosed. I diagnosed Sammy as having heartworms because he has got all of the symptoms, but it might not be that's what it is. Sometimes things aren't actually physical, they're emotional, right? So right here, it's difficult to rise above the fear, but what I realized was I asked for help. I've been struggling financially, right? I have difficulty with all of these vet bills, and I'm building my spiritual practice. It's very difficult. Spirit wants me to focus on this work. They don't want me to do other work on the side. They want me to do this. But what it's making me do is it's making me rely on Spirit to help. And they've, I was doing really, really well, and I was working too much. And Spirit said, take off work. And I didn't do it. I kept thinking I needed to, I kept feeling like I needed to do more. And Spirit will shut things down for us. When they tell us it's time and you don't listen, they'll shut things down. So physical health for my own self, right? My own physical well-being was being affected adversely. So my little Sammy, his health is being affected adversely. And so you're afraid of what's going on. This enemy, maybe this is a health challenge, right? But this can be, as I said, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. And then when you call in Spirit, they help you in ways, like I said, that may not be the way you think. So what happened? They gave me a $35 kit in order to test Sammy for all of these different bugs that could be inside of him, intestinal issues inside of him. I believe that that's Spirit's way of me finding out what is wrong with Sammy, because if I had just done the heartworm test today and it came back negative, well, I don't know about all these other things. So I'm getting that test. I got it for free. I didn't have to pay for it, so it didn't come out of my bank account. And it's all of these things are being tested. That's the way Spirit coming to help me. So in this message, it's talking about, sometimes it's very, very difficult to not be afraid. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to trust that Spirit's going to help you. Or trust in what's happening, that Spirit knows what's going on and they know what we need. Right? Sometimes it's difficult to take the advice that we're given or understand what it is. But we know that we've had enough of the dark side. We've had enough of this. Right? So we're going to choose to trust that everything's working out. It may not be working out in the way that we think, but it might work out even better. It might work out that my baby doesn't have what I thought he had. Right? It might work out that that person isn't my enemy. They're my friend. So what is it for you? Choose to trust. Be your own cheerleader. I said that to someone. I see you as a cheerleader. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Oh, 2 came right out. Something is not likely at this time. Possibly an apology, right? You may not get justice from this situation at this time. So focus on the best and allow it to manifest. Something is not likely at this time. This is also a positive. I'm afraid to trust. I've been treated like shit. Somebody has run away again and again. They've left me in the dust. They took from me. They took from me, and now they're in their gilded carriage riding away and splatting mud on me. They've splattered mud on my good name and rode off into the sunset. It was not just. Well, that's not likely to happen this time. Because this one that's jumping out and in front of you, this one is good. So focused on the best. Song right now, is it too late to tell you? Nothing means anything without you. So on this side, I like this reading a lot. I like this style of reading a lot too. Please, if anybody could use help with a private reading with long distance Reiki healing with any of my ceremonial sage wands, I've had requests today to make, I've got Reiki charged ceremonial sage wands. They're wrapped. I pick the sage myself. I wrap them. I let them dry. I rewrap them. I rewrap them 3 times so that they're very dense and they're packed very solid. I wrap them in leather cording. I also include a Reiki charged crystal, so they're charged with unconditional love, and they have a charm with them. They come in all different sizes. They're good for housewarming, for clearing energy, for blessing. They're the California white sage, the strongest of the ceremonial sages. And so I've had people ordering them today. If that's something that would help you, they make great housewarming presents. They make great, somebody moves out and you want that energy gone, or you've had negative, issues and now you're moving into something, you've had this kind of stuff happen, sage that mother and sage that mother and get it going good. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is Sherry Columbus, SherryColumbus @yahoo.com. I would be honored to help you. 2, a date. Oh, it might be a date for 2. It could be in 2 days. This is happening. You are only responsible for your happiness. You've been carrying the load of way too many people, and you're responsible for your happiness. You may be responsible for just you 2, right? The song right now, is it too late to tell you? There's a date for 2. That's what I got. Could be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 hours, 2 minutes, the 2nd of the month, and it could be representing 2 people. Is it too late? Is it too late? Is it too late to tell you nothing means anything without you? Is it too late? I keep trying to move on, but I can't. Well, then don't do it, right? Listen to what your heart's saying. Correct for neutrality on all levels. All right, I'm going to put this back on. And now we go to the amethyst and the hematite, which is for protection and grounding. It's a part of a star. Ooh, a part of a star. I choose this. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the amethyst, and I like that. The amethyst is peaceful and calming and protective and strong, resilient, powerful energy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I want to get into the lake. It's getting overcast and it's getting kind of late. Oh, Oh, I got hooked on myself. All right. 5 of fire. Okay, but it's in reverse. So this is competing goals. This is competing ideas. This is disagreements. People not getting along. Fights, arguments. It could be people are seeing things going in one direction. You see things going in a different. You just can't come to an agreement. Everyone's shooting off at the mouth. Everybody's going off in a different direction. Not good. But it was in reverse. So it's still a problem. It's still, imagine everybody holding a different wand, right? All these different people around you. So other people, maybe it's stiff competition with what you want, with what you're trying to achieve. But you know what? Competition can spur you on to be the best that you are. Maybe you are not feeling like you're standing out because there's just so many. This looks like a fan. A fan. A lot of fans. Somebody has a lot of fans, possibly. I'm seeing a peacock here too. Somebody very proud of themselves. You're not maybe focused either because everything's shooting off in a different direction. It's shooting for the bottom. My mom used to say to me, song right now, dust yourself off and try again. So it didn't work. Right? My mom used to say what when I was doing something that was less than what I deserved, or going for someone less than me, or accepting less than for myself than I deserve, she would say, why don't you shoot for the bottom, Sherry? As a sarcastic comment. Why don't you shoot for the bottom, which is what you were doing. So you were accepting less for yourself. So dust yourself off and try again. Okay, it didn't hit the mark. That doesn't mean you can't do it. Right? Doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do it. Dust yourself off and try again. You've got the ability. And the number 5 says big changes need to take place. And because of that, big changes are taking place. Maybe you feel it's not working, but maybe Spirit knows something that you don't. Huh! Interesting. 5 of Cups in reverse. So, again, you're looking at the light shining on those 2 big cups, and there's these broken cups down here. Don't focus on the fact that these cups are spilled. Everything inside those cups, it's gone. Whatever was in those cups is gone. It's dumped out. But there's these 2 cups right here, these 2 standing there. So it could be that you're feeling everything that was in there is dumped out. I'm drained. Look at this. I shot for the bottom. I got nothing left. I'm depleted. I'm exhausted. I'm emotionally drained. Everything inside of me is like poured out all over the ground. This relationship has drained me. I am just emotionally drained. I can't, all of this disagreement, all of this stress and drama around me is completely left me defunct. So dust yourself off and try again. If you turn it around again, it's all in the way that you look at it, right? You're focusing on this. That shot all to the bottom. Look at that. That all fell out. Everything I put into this is fucked up down here. But look, you've got these 2 giant cups. There's still 2 of you standing. Maybe you didn't need these ones. Maybe these are the only 2 that you need to focus on. Reprioritize, dust yourself off, and try again. Right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. At first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. Nobody ever got anywhere by giving up, right? You put so much into something. I got that for myself today. I thought, why is this page not growing? You know, I put so much energy and work into this, and this is my passion. I love it. And I got from Spirit. It was the groundwork. It was also Mercury retrograde, but it's going to start building. It's going to start building fast because this is very important information. And Spirit wants you to do it. You think Spirit's not going to support yourself? Maybe it was just a test. Are you going to give up? How much do you want it? How bad do you really want that? Are you just going to give it up? No, I'm not going to give it up. Freaking, hell no. I don't give up. I get tired. I get depleted, right? I get exhausted, but I don't give up. That's one thing about me. I don't give up on myself, and I don't give up on the people I love, period. So love your body. This I like. This I like. As we age, things start falling apart. Right? Dang, I look in the mirror and I think my hips are a little wider than they were. My skin's a little drier than it was. I got lines that weren't there before. I'm sitting there and I'm focusing on all the negatives, right? Well, what did we just say? You're a peacock. You're beautiful. And beauty goes deeper than just the surface. You're a beautiful person. You stand out, right? Are you going to give up on yourself? If there's something you don't like about what's going on, if whatever you can do to fix it, Spirit will show you. Spirit will give you advice. And one of the things is love your body. I love you. I'm proud of you. You're strong. You're healthy. You never get sick. No matter what happens to you or what you go through, you may get tired, and maybe that's why you're looking, maybe that's why you've got the weight on. And do you know it's hard? Your body doesn't lose weight when it's tired. It needs to sleep. If you haven't allowed yourself to sleep, your body doesn't function properly. Maybe you're feeling ragged because you got dark circles under your eyes because you're not sleeping. And maybe your body's just wanting you to love it. Maybe your body's saying, give me a fucking break. I've been here all your life. Why don't you give me some credit? Why don't you tell me how much you love me, how much you appreciate me? Find all the things about me that you love and tell myself that. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and try again. Start riding your bike in the evening. Start going out in the lake and soaking in that water into your body. Your body wants water. You know what? One of the ways that Spirit can love us is Mother Nature loving us. Mother Nature wants to give you a hug. Mother Nature wants to give you a big sloppy wet kiss. So go jump in the lake and take it on, right? That's giving your body a rest. That's giving your body moisture. It's relaxing you. And it's exercise when you're swimming while you're having fun. Love your body. You are not afraid. What did I just say? I don't give up, man. I don't care who you are. Do you know who stands beside me? Do you know who stands in front of me, behind me, and around me? The Anunnaki. On the good side, right? I don't even have to pick up my shield because look who's standing in front of me. They're saying, come, little one. I'm with you. You are not alone. You are never alone. You will not let fear stop you. No matter what has dumped out. No matter what. You're exhausted? Well, let Spirit carry you for a while. Right? You're not afraid. I am not afraid. It's the end. Whatever this was, it's the end of that. That's what number 10 says. It's over. It's been dry. It's been difficult. It's been dry. Financially, emotionally, sexually, as far as friends, it's been dry. Your body's even reflecting it. Your body feels dry. Your body needs moisture. So take what's been dumped out and don't worry about that. What that wasn't good for you. Maybe that was something that you were ingesting. Maybe you were drinking something that wasn't good, and now it's been dumped out, right? Song right now, I love this song. It's Ed Sheeran, and he's talking about this person in his life, and he's got success now, and he says, it's the one thing that worries me. I don't want us to be beautiful people. We're not beautiful people. And he doesn't mean he's not a good person, because clearly he's freaking amazing. What it means is he hopes that the success doesn't turn them into somebody that they're not. And that they become just beautiful people, right? The stars that are all consumed with their body image and the way other people look at them and the cars that they drive and their bank accounts. I don't want us to become beautiful people. We're not like that. And you know what? Maybe you're not financially successful. Maybe the money had to go in order for you to realize that the most important thing isn't on the outside. Maybe that was your lesson. I don't want to be a beautiful person on the outside. I want to be a beautiful person on the inside. And that's what matters to me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Left side. Brilliant Virgin. Right on. Because why? Because you're starting over. A new beginning. And look at the number. 5. The need for change. The need for change. And because of that, a significant change is occurring. It's a change for the better. Maybe you're supposed to come out. Maybe you're innocent. Maybe you don't know the ways of the world. Everybody else has a different opinion about what you're supposed to do, about what you're supposed to look at. Look at this. Everybody has a different opinion. What something's supposed to look like. A relationship, a job, you, the person that you choose, the way you're supposed to dress, the way you're supposed to act. And Spirit says, screw that. It's time for you to start again. Let go of the confusion. Let go of the comparing. Let go of compromising. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone or anything. Because you're beautiful just the way you are. Just like Ed Sheeran is saying, I don't want to be that kind of beautiful person. Right? I'm going to see myself as I truly am. I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to see myself as starting over with a new train of thought. I'm going to see myself beautiful, a beautiful virgin. A virgin, because my ideas are fresh. They're my ideas, and maybe it's not something that you've done. Maybe it's not something even I've done. But I'm going to do what my heart's calling for. I'm not going to be swayed by other people, no matter how well-meaning they are, because they're beautiful people. They're shooting off all over the place. If you asked 5 different people what they thought, you'd get 5 different opinions. Don't ask them. Ask the one you're looking at in the mirror. Ask that one. What matters to you? Don't be swayed by other people. And even though they say, yeah, but you know what? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you know what? I'm not asking you anything. You guys are going all over the place. And you know what ended up happening? It all went tits up, didn't it? It all shot to the bottom. And what did my mom say? Shoot for the bottom, Sherry. Why don't you? Why don't you shoot for the bottom? Why don't you turn this around and decide to stand in the center? Stand and look at yourself in the mirror. Take a good long look at yourself. Did you like who you were when you were shooting for the bottom? Or the people around you? Look in the mirror and see yourself new. Believe in good things. Believe in true things. Be original. Be your own true self. Whatever this has to do with, it has to do with a job, it has to do with a relationship, it has to do with your friendships, it has to do with your health, it has to do with the way you dress, your physical activities, what you enjoy, the car you drive or don't. Sometimes it's important to ask, right? Ask the opinions. Get people's opinions. But in this situation, it didn't look like it went very well for you, right? So at this time, Spirit is saying, this is not one of those times to ask anyone. This is the time to look in the mirror and only ask yourself, how does it feel for me? It might be good for them. You know what? It might have worked for them, but it didn't work for you. It doesn't work for you. And I want to look in the mirror and like myself. That was one of the deepest digs that I had ever, someone said, I think I was in high school. Somebody did something really awful to somebody else. And the response back to them was, wow, when you look in the mirror, do you like yourself? Because I don't really care of what your opinion is. When I look in the mirror, I want to like who I am. I want to see, looking back at me, innocence. I want to, and if that means that I'm not worldly wise, and then that's okay. I want to like who's looking back at me in the mirror. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I got to tell you, we are all hard on ourselves. I'm hard on myself. I'm sitting here in my bathing suit, right? I've got my little cover up on, and I'm thinking, my body doesn't look today the way it looked 6 years ago. It just didn't. It doesn't. But that's okay. I'm not the person I was 6 years ago. I like the person I am now. 6 years ago, I had a lot to learn. I like who I am now, and I don't compare myself to anyone. I don't have any competition, and neither do you. The only competition that you should have is how can I better myself to be a better person, right? We're not going to sit here and beat ourselves up. We're not going to critique ourselves. Even for ones of us who have made mistakes, that's how we learn our lessons. If you can look in the mirror and recognize your mistakes, you have learned. Do something about it now. Be your own freaking cheerleader, right? Be your own freaking cheerleader. Look at this repetition. This is the same couple as far as I'm concerned. I will not be afraid anymore. And you know what? You might have someone cheering you on. I got somebody in my corner. I'm not going to be afraid. It didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, but Spirit's got a better plan for me. I might not have realized that. Maybe things had to go this way in order for me to understand that I am strong, that I am capable of standing on my own 2 feet. Maybe I needed to realize and let go of the arrogance that I was not doing all of this alone, because it can quickly be taken away. Health, finances, love, I can lose it all very, very quickly. So I need to be grateful for what I have. Recognize who's helped me along the way. Realize that Spirit is my cheerleader. Recognize the ones who have been. There's a song. I sang it to my twin and I recorded it probably 5 years ago. Cheerleader. I'm your cheerleader. It's the coolest song ever. And it's the guy is literally talking about his girlfriend and how she's his cheerleader. I think I found a cheerleader. Mama loves her too, right? So somebody is your cheerleader. Somebody, look at this. Oh my God, that headdress is freaking awesome. Something has ended. The old crappy way is ending. And you're recognizing that all you need to do is rely on spirit, and they're there. And it may not come in the way you think. And sometimes it's not until you look back, right? Until something has ended. And you realize, wow, what was in that cup that got spilled all over the ground was actually something that was hurting me. That wasn't good for me. And spirit made sure that it was dumped out. That they're not going to leave me hanging. They're not. They're going to be there for me. And somebody else is too, apparently. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And you know, it doesn't matter if you're the CEO of a company, if you are a stock boy at Walmart. We all have amazing qualities and we all have fears. Just because somebody sits behind a big desk and has a big fat bank account doesn't mean he doesn't become afraid at times, right? Because money doesn't buy your health. Money can't buy you love. It cannot buy you love. It's the biggest song ever, right? But it can't buy you health either. You could sit behind this desk and work yourself into a heart attack, into a stroke, and then what does your money do for you then? Or you get cancer because you're so consumed with anger and bitterness and sadness that you can't let it go and it eats your body up. What does your money do for you then? Wow. Someone needs to apologize. Somebody that has to look in the mirror and see themselves a different way. Somebody that was more concerned with how everyone else's opinion. Somebody was innocent. And you need to apologize. Somebody that was innocent was hurt. And so were you. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Maybe somebody's going to apologize to you. I'm sorry, you were innocent. This side. Whoa, that was clear. Communicate clearly. Don't assume others know how you feel or what it is that you want. That's how misunderstandings happen. Assumptions make an ass of you and me. Assumptions are the termites of relationships. The quotes could go on, but there needs to be clear communication taking place right now. Song right now. I just need to be alone. I need alone. My friends aren't my friends. There's just me, myself, and I. I got me for life. I like this. Hold on. There's just me, myself, and I. This is interesting. This is about, to me, I feel like it's saying, it doesn't matter what all of them say. I don't need anything. It's just me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. Let's see. It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die, because I got me for life, and I don't need a hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul, and as far as I can see, I just need privacy, plus a whole lot of tree. Fuck all this modesty. I just need space to do me. Give the world what they're trying to see. A Ferrari I'm buying. A closet of Saint Laurent. Get what I want when I want, because this hunger is driving me. I just need to be alone. So this is a very self-absorbed person. How interesting. Understand what I'm speaking. If time is money, I need a loan. But regardless, I always keep on. Fake fuck friends. We don't need them. So it's being sarcastic. It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride. So this person's been hurt. I don't need anything to get me through the night except the beat that's in my heart. It's keeping me alive. I don't need anything to keep me satisfied, because music does me good and it gets me every time. I don't like talking to strangers. So get the fuck off me. I'm anxious. I'm trying to be cool, but I might just go ape shit. Fuck y'all to all your faces. It changes, though, now that I'm famous. Everyone knows how this lifestyle is dangerous, but love it. The rush is amazing. Celebrate nightly. Everyone rages. I find how to cope with my anger. I'm swimming in money. Swimming in liquor. My liver is muddy, but it's all good. I'm sipping this bubbly. This ship is lovely. This shit ain't random. I didn't get lucky. Made it here because I'm sick with it. They all take the money for granted, but don't want to work for it. Tell me how it's funny. It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. This person has replaced people with money, with fame. This person doesn't trust anyone. This person has said that their liver is muddy. They're messed up. He's saying one thing. She's saying a different thing. She's saying, I don't need anything to get me through the night. I don't need this money to be satisfied. I've got music. I've got myself. I don't need a hand to hold. I've got that fire in my soul. So you've got two sides. One is somebody who is their own freaking cheerleader, right? And then there's this other guy. That liquor needs to be dumped on the ground because it's putrefying his soul. Communicate clearly. Is this where you were and where you've come from and now what you've learned? Is that why it happened? Right? You don't need that money. You don't need that. Someone once said to me when I didn't have a car, I'm sorry, but it's probably better off without you driving that toxic car, right? There was a reason I wasn't driving that car. I got a DUI. Why? Because I was out partying and I shouldn't have been. And I got a DUI and I lost my driving privileges. I'm sorry that happened, but you're better off without that toxic car. Yeah, that guy's better off too, right? That guy's better off with that dumped out. Recognizing that was the challenge. And now this person needs to communicate clearly about that. Perhaps you need to now be a witness to another. Right? Cross my heart, I won't do it again song. I went through all of this. I faced my demons. Look, I faced my worst enemy. I dumped that shit out. 2 years just like that. It still takes me back. Thought it was done. I guess it's never really over. We were such a mess. Thought it was done. I guess it's never really over. I thought we drew a line through you and I. So I guess I thought it was over, but it's never really over. So someone needs to communicate in this situation. Somebody needs to apologize. Somebody needs to communicate. Somebody was an innocent victim. Somebody got hurt. Somebody was probably under the influence of too much money, too much partying, and too much alcohol. Therapy right now. I tried therapy. I got to rewire my brain. Best nature therapy. I can't even go on the internet without looking up your name. So, pretty clear. All right, you guys, that's it. We're at a wrap. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to let it upload, and I'll get it to you as soon as I can. Go enjoy the day. I'm going to put this on upload, and I'm hitting the lake. Love you.